It is almost time for my students to deliver their podcasts, so I wanted to share what I've got going on behind the scenes, what I've made. We start off with a little countdown timer at the beginning of class. Then the welcome screen comes on. I say, "What's up, everybody?" And we do a little launch activity. We go through retrieval practice and a little bit of review. We focus on verbal communication. I share ways to give and receive feedback in ways that are going to fuel their growth. They have one last chance to rehearse their podcasts in small teams, and then podcast delivery happens. And we close out with some exit notes, and hopefully they enjoy the successes of the day after having completed one of our major assignments. Before each team, they get a chance to breathe for 10 seconds or just reset their mind. So I have a quiet scene that comes on like this. After that, it launches into their team podcast slide. Now, essentially, the timer starts ticking. They have 8 minutes plus a 15-second grace period, and it's audio only. So cameras are actually turned off and they're focusing on verbal delivery like in an actual podcast. Then we go into a little bit of feedback and insights. So we have a full 4 minutes. There are students assigned ahead of time to review each individual speaker in the class. So we go through, those people have a chance to share some of their feedback. I will add that there's also a written reflection, self-reflection for their individual performances, as well as a peer review. So they're reviewing one peer who's doing this assignment, and then they're reflecting on themselves. So this gives them a chance in class to get a jump start on that review process, offering feedback that's going to fuel their growth. And then we do it again. Breathing cycle for the next team. Their next slide comes on. And then at the very end, I want to show you, this is really fun. I've been working on this. Is so much fun. We go into People's Choice Awards. So this is a lot of fun. And here are the names that I have come up with for our awards. First is for our opening and closing. I used to just call them opening and closing. Now I came up with an award name. And I did use AI to help me come up with some clever names. And so the first one is the Hooked Award, Opening and Closing Award. The second is the Connection Award for Best Audience Engagement, the Receipts Award for the person with the best supporting materials, the Scroll Stopper Award for the podcast cover art image, the Voice Award. This one is the only individual award. All the rest are team awards, but this is for one individual who displayed the strongest vocal variety. And then the sixth award, which I see I have a little typo in there, I have to change that to a 6. The Magnet Award is their absolute fave, no questions asked. So again, this is People's Choice Awards. Students vote, not me. This is all them. And then in class, whoever wins gets a chance to make a little acceptance speech as well. That is a little behind the scenes sneak peek at how I'm running our informative speeches, which are the podcasts for our class. All right. Hope this sparks some ideas for your own class. See you next time.